If you're a diehard Browns fan and love breaking down the game like we do, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a blitz. The NFL world has been set ablaze with a stunning rumor that is shaking the very foundations of the league's powerhouse teams. Word on the street is that Aaron Donald, arguably the most dominant defensive player of his generation, is on the brink of a groundbreaking mega deal that could see him head straight to the Cleveland Browns. This is not just any signing sources close to the matter hint that this would be an unprecedented contract, one that could redefine the defensive market and instantly turn the Browns into a true contender. The possibility alone is sending shockwaves through fans, analysts, and rival franchises alike, as Donald's presence in Cleveland would transform the Browns' defense overnight. Imagine the sheer force he would bring to the trenches, a game changer that could elevate the entire team's performance. The Browns, a franchise desperate to solidify their standing among the NFL elite, might be pulling out all the stops to secure such a colossal talent. It's still early days and nothing is officially confirmed, but the buzz surrounding this potential mega agreement is impossible to ignore. Could the Browns be the destination where Aaron Donald finally decides to take his talents, shifting the balance of power in the NFL forever? This rumor is especially intriguing because Aaron Donald has long been associated with the Los Angeles Rams, the team where he built his legacy and amassed multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards. His dominance on the field has made him a household name and a nightmare for opposing offenses. Yet the whispers now suggest that Donald may be seeking a fresh challenge, a new chapter in his career, where he can not only continue his individual excellence, but also chase the ultimate prize, an elusive Super Bowl ring with a different franchise. Cleveland, a city known for passionate fans and a gritty football culture, might be the perfect setting for such a quest. The Browns have shown steady progress in recent seasons, and adding a player of Donald's caliber would send a clear message. To the rest of the league, Cleveland is no longer just a team with potential, they are a legitimate threat. The size and scope of this rumored deal hint at a commitment from both sides to build a championship caliber defense around Aaron Donald. The league's defensive landscape could be in for a seismic shift if this goes down. Financially, the mega deal being whispered about reportedly dwarfs previous contracts for defensive players, suggesting that the Browns are willing to invest heavily to secure this transformative talent. Sources claim the figures being discussed are historic for a defensive lineman, potentially setting a new standard for future contracts across the league. This investment would signal Cleveland's intention to not only compete, but dominate defensively in the coming years. The Browns front office appears to be making bold moves, recognizing that elite defensive power is crucial to championship success in today. As NFL, Aaron Donald's ability to disrupt offenses, penetrate the line, and cause havoc in the backfield would give Cleveland a major edge against top-tier offenses. Of course, such a financial commitment also carries risk, especially considering the physical demands and injury risks associated with defensive line play. However, the potential payoff of locking down one of the game's greatest talents might be worth every penny for the Browns. The rumor, whether it materializes or not, is already reshaping expectations for off-season moves. Adding Aaron Donald to the Browns' defensive front would not only upgrade the unit's overall talent, but also elevate the play of other defenders around him. Players often step up when alongside a generational talent, and the ripple effects could be enormous. The Browns' current defensive roster features some promising pieces that could flourish under the shadow of Donald's presence, benefiting from the attention he commands from opposing offenses. With offensive lines dedicating double or even triple teams to contain Donald, other defenders would face fewer blockers and enjoy more freedom to make plays. This creates a domino effect that could boost Cleveland's defensive stats across the board, turning them into one of the most feared defenses in the league. Beyond the field, Donald's leadership and work ethic are said to be exemplary qualities that could influence the locker room and foster a culture of excellence. Cleveland fans starved for sustained success might finally have a true defensive cornerstone to rally behind. This potential move embodies the Browns' hunger to transform their narrative and establish a legacy of dominance. Speculation around this mega deal also points to some intriguing strategic timing by the Browns. The franchise might be positioning itself aggressively in the free agency market, or looking to leverage trades to clear salary cap space to accommodate Donald's historic contract. The Browns management is reportedly working tirelessly behind the scenes to make room for this signing, which indicates a serious commitment to landing the star defensive lineman. Industry insiders suggest that this is more than just wishful thinking, it's a calculated plan that has been months in the making. The Browns are aware that the NFL is a league of small margins where elite talent often makes the difference between playoff heartbreak and Super Bowl glory. With a new coaching staff that emphasizes defense and a front office that understands the value of game-changing players, this rumored mega deal could be the missing piece that finally propels Cleveland to the championship stage. Fans and pundits alike are waiting with bated breath for official announcements, but the chatter is loud and clear. Aaron Donald to the Browns is no longer just a fantasy. The implications of Aaron Donald joining the Browns extend beyond just Cleveland. They would ripple across the entire NFL landscape. Rival teams will have to adjust their strategies, knowing the Browns now boast one of the most formidable defensive threats in the league. Offensive coordinators will have to design new game plans, and general managers might reconsider their own free agency priorities to keep pace. This rumored mega deal could spark a new wave of defensive investments as teams scramble to match or counter Cleveland's move. It could even affect the upcoming NFL draft as teams recalibrate their roster-building approaches in response to Cleveland's newfound defensive might. Furthermore, Donald's potential arrival in Cleveland could alter the power dynamics within the AFC North division. Traditional rivals like the Baltimore Ravens and Pittsburgh Steelers would suddenly face a Browns team with a defense built to dominate. The domino effect on the NFL would be significant, with the Browns no longer just an afterthought, but a frontrunner in the chase for football's ultimate prize. Amidst all this speculation, the human element of the story is also compelling. Aaron Donald's decision to potentially leave the Rams and join the Browns is not just a business move. It could reflect a deeper desire for a fresh start or a new challenge. Sources hint that Donald has been contemplating his legacy and where he wants to make the biggest impact in the later stages of his career. Cleveland, with its passionate fan base and storied football history, might offer the perfect stage for Donald to cement his status as one of the all-time greats. The city itself is known for embracing hard-working, non-nonsense athletes, and Donald's relentless style fits that mold perfectly. There is also talk that Donald values the culture and direction of the Browns organization, seeing it as a place where his leadership and skills would be highly valued. This potential move could be as much about personal fulfillment as professional ambition, adding another layer of intrigue to the rumor. Enjoying the content so far? Smash that like button and drop your take in the comments. We want to hear what you think about the Browns this season. From a media perspective, the rumor of Aaron Donald's mega deal with the Browns has already generated massive buzz. Sports outlets, podcasts, and social media platforms are ablaze with analysis, debates, and predictions. Fans are flooding forums with hopeful comments and passionate arguments about the likelihood and impact of such a signing. This media frenzy is typical for high-profile rumors, but what makes this one unique is the sheer scale of the contract and the magnitude of the player involved. Analysts are dissecting every possible scenario, comparing this rumored contract to past landmark deals and speculating on how Donald's presence would affect Cleveland's Super Bowl chances. The buzz is also driving heightened interest in Browns. Games with ticket sales reportedly spiking amid the speculation. Whether or not this deal comes to fruition, the conversation alone is already benefiting the Browns' visibility and reputation. It's a classic case of how a single rumor can captivate an entire league and reshape narratives in real time. There are, of course, several hurdles and uncertainties that could influence whether this rumored mega deal actually happens. Contract negotiations at this level are notoriously complex, involving not just salary figures, but bonuses, incentives, and guaranteed money. The Browns and Aaron Donald's representatives will have to align on multiple fronts, including the length of the contract and potential performance clauses. Additionally, Donald's current team, the Rams, might not be willing to let go of such a critical player without a tough trade or significant compensation. The NFL's salary cap constraints could also pose challenges for Cleveland as they juggle the demands of assembling a complete roster. Moreover, injuries and Donald's long-term health could factor into the final decision-making process. The rumor, while tantalizing, must be viewed through the lens of these practical realities that often slow down or derail big moves in professional sports. Still, the ongoing discussions and the intensity of interest signal that both sides see something special in this potential partnership. From a fan's perspective, this mega deal rumor has injected a fresh wave of optimism and excitement into the Browns community. Cleveland fans, long waiting for a defining moment, are beginning to dream about what a team led by Aaron Donald could achieve. The defense could become a nightmare for opponents, and the Browns' chances of making deep playoff runs would skyrocket. Social media is flooded with fan art highlight reels and bold predictions about a potential Super Bowl appearance. There's a palpable sense of hope that this rumored deal could be the catalyst for a new era of Browns dominance. The narrative of Cleveland as an underdog franchise finally breaking through resonates deeply with the city's resilient spirit. Even if the deal doesn't happen, the buzz alone has energized the fan base and brought renewed attention to the team. This potential mega signing represents not just a player acquisition, but a symbolic turning point for the Browns' identity and ambitions. In conclusion, the rumor of Aaron Donald signing a mega deal with the Cleveland Browns is one of the most electrifying storylines currently circulating in the NFL. The potential impact of such a move could be transformative for the Browns and ripple throughout the league. While the details remain unconfirmed, the chatter from credible sources and the strategic moves by Cleveland's front office suggest this is more than mere speculation. Fans, media, and rival teams are watching closely as this story unfolds, aware that it could rewrite the script of the NFL's competitive landscape. Whether Aaron Donald ultimately dons the Browns uniform or not, the mere possibility has reignited excitement and hope for a franchise eager to claim its place among football's elite. This is a story that promises to keep evolving with drama, strategy, and high stakes all in play. For now, the NFL world waits with anticipation, wondering if Cleveland will land its biggest prize yet and change its destiny forever. Thanks for riding with us on another Browns Blitz. If you liked the video, share it with a fellow fan, hit subscribe, and ring that bell so you're always part of the Dawg Pound conversation. Go Browns!